What's going on, guys? This is Nick DeBellis. First of several episodes I hope to come. This is episode number 1, and what I'm here to do today, and I think every day on a daily and weekly basis, is bring fitness and healthy lifestyle from my point of view, which I hope you guys find interesting enough to actually take time to listen to. I've been in the personal fitness industry really my whole life. My mother's been at 30 plus years, and it was something I grew up in. So it was a natural part of what I do and what I've done. So I wanted to take a section of that internet and carve it out for myself and to give a little bit more perspective, because I know in life the most important thing is to gain as much perspective as possible no matter what the topic. So that's what we're going to do here every week, actually pretty much every day. We're going to discuss health, fitness, maybe some social media stuff, whatever comes across, whatever we find interesting. And we're going to do it from a point of view that's a little bit different, which is mine. All right, guys, so let's go over what we're going to cover today on this particular show, for this particular episode. We're going to go over a few things. Well, first we're going to go into a workout tip, one that I think is going to be not only cool and interesting, but you can use right at home right now, which I think is important. We're going to talk a little bit about nutrition, but it's not going to be boring. Once again, I don't want to get into facts, figures, and statistics or science. I'm going to tell you something practical that you can apply starting today. We're also going to some social media stuff, maybe a little TMZ at you guys. I think I'm going to do a little segment coming up I know you're going to enjoy called If I Were Their Personal Trainer. And then we'll finish up with some daily interesting news. Today I'm actually thinking about talking about a little company you guys probably heard about called Power Balance. And we've got some interesting news coming down the pipeline about Power Balance and their $57 million debt. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, coming right up. All right, guys, I'm going to take just a second here to give a shout out to our sponsor here, Super Bands. Check it out, guys. Right there. The strongest ionic health bracelet in the world. Okay, that's our head sponsor here on the show. You guys can find them at www.superbands, that's with a Z, guys, .net. You can follow them at Superbands, the number 1 on Twitter. Of course, they're on Facebook as well. I'll tell you, it's a great product. I've been wearing it for 2 years, changed my life. You know, someone that's been in the fitness industry for a really, really long time, and been physically active for more years than I'd like to admit. It's something that's helped me personally, not only with my workouts, guys, but I tell you, the back pain I struggled with for years, that's why I came on board. So they're a great sponsor. It's an incredible product, and I think I'm pretty lucky to be representing them. So check them out, superbands.net. All right, guys, we're going to go right into our nutritional tip. Remember, every episode, right along with that fitness tip, we're going to give you a nutritional tip that's not only practical, but you can apply it right now. We're going to talk about one of my favorite things in the world and something that we drink far too much of: soda. In fact, Americans drink just over 7 million an hour, guys. So at 48 grams plus sugar, it's pretty ridiculous and it's not good for us. But if we want to get off some of those habits, you just got to start small. All right? All you got to do is, with anything in nutrition, guys, you don't want to go cold turkey. Let's just wean off this stuff. The best thing that you can apply today is simple rule. Just, if you're drinking soda with every meal, eliminate one from one of the meals. That's it. It's a great place to start, okay? If you don't want to have one with lunch, have one at dinner. And then eventually, as your body becomes accustomed to that over a week or so, take away one from dinner. If you have 4 a day, do 3. Remember, guys, 28 to 30 days becomes habit. That's human nature. That's scientific fact. So let's start small, and those small steps will turn into big accomplishments. All right, guys, we're going into our next segment for the day, which is the workout tip segment. We call it That'll Do. Obviously, I created that wonderful title based on the Shrek movies, which I'm unfortunately a huge fan of. That'll do, donkey. That's a pretty good saying, so I figured that'll do. And really, the concept behind these workout tips, guys, is the same thing behind the entire show. The idea is anywhere, anytime, no matter where in the world you are, you can literally create fitness. And that's how, a healthy lifestyle becomes possible. So we'll just use what we have around us. Let's work out, get a nice little core ab workout without even standing up. So we're going to use, obviously, the chair I'm sitting in and the iPhone on the desk. Okay? So what we're going to do, guys, iPhone, smartphone, doesn't even matter. You can use your watch, guys. But I'm just using this because it's cooler. So we're going to go right to the clock. Okay? Clock. All right. What we want to do, my phone's a little slow. We're going to go to timer right down here in the corner. All right, push that out. Now there's our timer. Okay, so all we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do some core workouts while sitting down. It's pretty easy. And like I said, you could literally do it within 10 minutes. All right? In fact, you can do it by holding an interview or a meeting. It really depends on how much attention you want to pay to the person you're talking to, which at work usually is really very little attention. So check this out. We're going to set it at 3 minutes. All right? 2, 3. And all we're going to do is push start. All right? So as you push start, that 3-minute clock is ticking. The minute it starts ticking, guys, I want you to sit upright, right into the chair like so. Make sure that you have good posture. Remember, your shoulders are going to be down, back, and relaxed. And all I want you to do is to push your lower back into the chair, all right, and hold it. By pushing your lower back into the chair, you're going to feel that navel draw towards the back of the spine, and that's it. We're just going to hold that for 3 minutes. Obviously, you can continue to talk, regular breathing as you're holding. Now remember, the intensity is completely up to you guys. So the harder you push, the more work you get. So at the end of the 3 minutes, we're going to pause it. Since we're doing abs, guys, you got to remember the interesting part about abs, and everybody talks about six-pack abs, is the fact that they're also the fastest recovering muscle in our body due to the fact that they're actually centralized. So they recover quick. So the unfortunate part about abs is between set to set, if you guys aren't moving fast, it's like working out all over again. So we're just going to go with 1 minute. Boom. 1 minute, guys. That's 60 seconds. We're going to push start. That's your rest time. All right. You got 60 seconds to recuperate, carry on the conversation you don't care about with the person in your office, maybe even finish an email. So once we reload it back to 3 minutes, guys, we're back on pace for that. Once again, that 3-minute hold. Lower back into the chair, keep good posture, and you get a nice little burn while you're sitting at the office. And the best part about it, guys, not only do you get a little fitness, but you're not really working. And anytime that you're at work and getting paid for not doing anything, it's a win-win. All right, guys, that'll do for this episode. Check out what we have next week. Well, guys, that about does it for episode number 1. Once again, this is Nick DeBellis. Hopefully this is the first of many. I'm excited about this little adventure we're going to go on. And once again, I hope I give a little perspective, a little bit of knowledge, maybe some motivation, but more importantly, guys, I hope it's interesting. That's the goal here. And let me give you one more interesting tidbit, right? Because this is how we're going to end every show. It's an interesting tidbit, at least to me. Let's talk about Power Balance. Very simple, guys. Power Balance LLC, I don't know if you caught the news. They just lost a massive lawsuit. We're talking $57 million they got to pay back. And the best part is they got to pay back you guys. So if you have a Power Balance sitting at home, you can go to powerbalance.com. It's time to get your refund. They actually filed for bankruptcy. It looks like they're, in a lot of ways, changing how they're doing business, or it's to be seen if they're going to be doing business at all. So check it out, guys. Remember, powerbalance.com. They are bankrupt. But that's about it, guys. That's my interesting tidbit for today, and I want you guys to remember as we sign off that the world is our playground, and you need to treat it like that every single day. Have a good one. All right, guys, so that wraps up the show, but, our sponsor wants to give a shout-out. And look, guys, this show is about interaction. It's about being interesting and being interesting to the audience. So I want to hear your comments, your feedback through the many channels that we're going to provide for you guys. And the head sponsor here, Superbands, has actually gone out of its way to help us do this with this interaction, right? The last comment that we have on this video, guys, Superbands, my head sponsor, is going to give you guys one of these babies for your own. And we have really cool colors. You guys can check it out once again at superbands.net. Got a variety of colors and some really cool concepts on there, so check it out. So last comment, guys, we're going to give a free Superband to via Superbands. All right, so check it out, leave the comments, and let's make this interaction happen.
If pain was a color to paint on you, your heart would be the color blue. Be a gradient from there until your body met your head, which remained as silver. You are the one they call Jesus Christ. You didn't know the rock but he was born of this world. He was born of all the mothers and the colors of our brothers, and the love that was taught to you by the one they called Jesus Christ. He may not know no rock and roll, and there may not be a heaven or a place to which to send you, but you know in